بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما وجه كلام القوم غير مخطئ ومعلما وقر ولست مجادلا. Inshallah, brothers, today we will go through some of the expected manners of the students. This one especially applies or aims at the students who are out there seeking knowledge from the mashayikh, from the ustads. But inshallah, because those are about the manners, it may apply to us, or we can share with our children as well. Now, primarily, when we are under a teacher, under an ustad, where we are learning, seeking knowledge, there are a number of manners, number of characters expected from us. Now, wajih kalam al-qawm. You should find some interpretation or try to look for ways to interpret the words of the people. Now, this doesn't apply only to those ustads or mashayikh. When we find some scholars or even some people saying or doing things different to what we understand or what we have been perceiving, we must not jump into a conclusion about them. We should not move to judge them negatively. We should not state or declare that that scholar is wrong or my ustad is bad or wrong. For what they have said, there may be some reasons, there may be some explanations that you try to find out, which is fine on you. But do not judge them negatively. وَجِّهْ كَلَامَ الْقَوْمِ غَيْرَ مُخَطِّئٍ. Do not straight away judge them as wrong. I will just bring you a short experience. May not be necessarily true, but we can learn a lesson, message from it. You know, once a group of doctors who are specialized in different medical faculties, they were having a chat together. They were doctors who are, expert in psychology, expert in neurology, gynecologists were there. There were doctors who were, ortho doctors, orthopedics, etc. So a patient was coming out of the hospital, walking on a limb, or a person who is not walking properly. They found him, all right, and then the doctors started talking about him. Look, why is that guy walking like this? He's not walking straight. He's got some problem. So the psychologist said, look, most likely he's going through some mental problem. That's why he is walking like that. The neurologist just judged straight away, no, it's likely that he's got some nerve problems or whatever. Then the gynecologist said, no, most likely he has some birth defects. When he was being born, he had some problem, he was not born properly or something like that, went through some troubles. And the orthopedist says, no, he's most likely he's got some problem with, with his bones of his legs or knees or somewhere there. And as they were talking and issuing or stating with different judgments about his walking disturbance, or and then he came close to them. So they said, okay, let's find out from him what went wrong with him. So they asked him, okay, excuse me, my brother, what happened? Why you walk like this? He just said, look, my shoelace was broken. So I was trying to adjust in my walking, So actually what all those doctors, specialized doctors judged, it was completely wrong. So when we judge about people, we don't want to be, no matter how qualified, how experts we are, please hang on before we issue a judgment on any individual, leave alone any particular community or group of people, because we do not know. We do not know the reality. There may be some excuses, okay? There may be some reasons why they are behaving like that, why they are saying like this, why they are doing like that. Today, my dear brothers, that we have gone to a stage that we even are very brave and courageous to judge on the prophets of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because we often depend and read the translations of the Quran without going into detailed explanations of the qualified early Mufassirun, what we try to say, oh yeah, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, he said a lie. Adam alayhi salam, he's a sinner. Yunus alayhi salam, he ran away, therefore he's a bad prophet. Like this, ma'adallah, this is, I'm talking to you from my own experience with teenagers, with youth who had gone to, they have read a number of books there and here, and I'm not talking about the early scholars, ulama, or not talking about ai but talking about how the people with this limited or no knowledge at all, with the prevailing ignorance, people issue big judgment even on the Anbiya al-Kiram who are ma'sumin. This is dangerous. We rather say, look, I don't know the language of the Quran, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has used. I would rather wait for some ulama to explain it. There are many examples like that. My dear brothers, be very careful. Even to talk about ulama, what they have said, we have to be careful before we judge. Because in a kitab known as Razana, it talks about it and says, look, when you beware of talking negatively about the ulama, because it's likely that, of course, do not talk negative about anyone, but especially the A'immatul Kiram, there is likely in their blood you have venom or poison. It doesn't mean that they are snakes or anything. What they mean is, when you try to bite them, be very careful. There is venom in them. إن الضعاف متى ما كنت تأكله ولو بسهو جرى في لحم في ولو بسهر سهو جرى. Even if it is by accident, forgetting, if you consume poison, it will kill you. You can't say, look, after taking a bottle of poison and drinking, I didn't mean it, I didn't want it, I just accidentally had it. I'm sorry, if it is poison, it is venom, it will kill you. It will kill you. So be very careful about the languages that you and me, we all use when it comes to other people, especially the early Salaf or Salihin. If we do not know, we just leave it. وَجِّهْ كَلَامَ الْقَوْمِ غَيْرَ مُخَطِّئٍ and وَمُعَلِّمًا وَقِّرْ. Also, you should respect your teacher, no matter who the teacher is, no matter what the subjects the teacher is teaching. As far as our children, my dear brothers, ensure that we always emphasize on our children that if you are going for seeking knowledge, my son, show respect to your teachers, no matter what the subject is. I heard that Imam al-Shafi'i rahmahullah, when a Jew comes to him, a Jewish brother comes to him, Imam al-Shafi'i rahmahullah, he would get up and he would shake his hand and he would ask him to sit down. Then his students asked him, oh Imam, why are you showing this much respect to this person who is a Jewish, doesn't even join us? Then Imam Shafi'i rahimahullah explained to them, my dear students, listen to this. He helped me to learn one single knowledge. And what was that? He helped me when I was trying to investigate about the age of a dog. He helped me to learn the method how you can understand the age of a dog, whether the dog has reached the age of puberty or not. Now, he helped me to learn that. Since then, I am obliged to respect him because he has become my teacher on that particular lesson. My dear brothers, this is what we need to understand. The A'immatul Kiram, Imam Rabi' rahimahullah, the student of Imam Shafi'i rahimahullah, says that, Wallahi, والله ما اجترأت أن أشرب الماء والشافعي ينظر إلي هيبة الله. I would not dare to drink water in front of Imam Shafi'i rahimahullah because of my ustad, my teacher, out of respect for him, because I'm not there to eat and drink. I'm not there with him for eating and drinking. I'm rather there to learn from him, and that is a disrespect. So this much respect they have shown to their asatidha, their mashayikh, their muallimun. We need to we need to instill these kinds of respect in our children as well towards their teachers. وَلَسْتَ مُجَادِلًا. And as a student, you must not be arguing with your teachers. Yes, you can discuss with your teachers. You must explain. You must look for explanations and details. It's coming in the next line. وَاسْتَفْسِرِ الْأُسْتَاذَ وَاتْرُكْ مَا بَدَى لِبَدِيهِ فَهْمِكَ مِنْ كِتَابٍ وَاسْأَلَ. You have the right. You should, in today's modern method of teaching, we know that students are required to put their hand up and then wait for their turn. Just like that, instead of arguing or talking over their voice, that students, our children, are expected to show respect and do not go into argument with their teachers. My dear brothers, the bottom line is just be careful when we deal with the A'immatul Kiram, when we deal with our teachers, our parents, our mashayikh, even the rest of the people, because as I noted earlier, there is venom or poison in everything. Even accidentally, if we consume it, it could kill us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala save our iman. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us to show respect to everyone, especially His pious ibad al-salihin, ibadullahi salihin, His pious servants such as prophets, the Sahaba Kiram. How dare we are. There's so many people out there quickly, because of this literatures they read without any support. They read the stories of Aisha radiyallahu anha, stories of the conflicts between Aisha and Ali radiyallahu anhuma, and quickly judge about them and kill their iman. Kill their iman. This is what we do. Kill our iman by putting negative impression about them, bringing negative impression about them. May Allah save our iman. That's all we can say. Wa akhiru da'wana and alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.